Welcome in again, everybody, to our baseball picks, predictions, prognostications, all that good stuff for July 27th. This week, a great time in sports. I mean, we just had the World Cup. That was awesome. Getting America somewhat interested in soccer. Those were just good times, fun times. I'm going through withdrawals now. I was enjoying watching those games just about every day, and now it's gone for another 4 years or whatever. Oh, also, of course, basketball making headlines. LeBron finally figured out where he's going. I did not have. I'm glad I didn't put any kind of bet on that because I did not think he was going to Philadelphia. I figured maybe Miami or, of course, Cleveland for all the feels. I thought he might do that. No, he's picking like what he feels like is probably with I guess the best roster for him to win a championship with the skill set that he has remaining. So it's going to be fun to see. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, obviously. And then, of course, football is almost here. This is the last month with no football until February. That's awesome. And then, of course, baseball, which is what we're here for, as we try to figure it out. Is it Dodgers versus the field, or is somebody else actually going to step up, take this thing over? It's, again, great time. Everything is happening. Lots of fantasy sports and or gambling is also happening. That's what brings us here to the baseball picks. And yeah, yesterday it was obviously not hot. For the first time this season, Fernando Tatis did not cash us out. I mean, he got 5 at bats yesterday. When you're not hitting the ball, you're not hitting the ball. Got 5 full at bats. Still no contact for the fans. Again, it was bound to happen. I ran his 100% cash rate for us as long as we could run it, as I promised I was going to do. I'm going to continue going back through the people that we have used for the first half of the season, see who still has that high, extremely high, like over 70 or 80% hit rate. There actually are a few of those guys that have the cash for us at that rate, so there's really no reason not to go back, pick some of those guys up. Like I say all the time, and then sometimes you don't need to know why, you just need to know that. If somebody is going out there and getting hit for us every single time, whether it's something they're doing right, something I'm doing right, some combination of those two things, we're going to try to figure that out, especially for people that are playing Beat the Streak. It's kind of the contest, I guess, that made us famous to some extent. To try to figure out, just seems simple to just figure out who's going to get hit, right? That feels like the most easy thing to predict in the world, but yeah, actually not. That's why nobody has ever won this contest through the decades they've been doing it. It is insanely hard to get even 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 5, 6. So yeah, nobody so far has gotten 57. My career high, pat, 23. I was proud to do that. It still is not even halfway to the goal of 57. That is how hard it is. But there's a whole bunch of contests you can win, a whole bunch of things you can do. If you're able to consistently reel off 9 in a row, 10 in a row, and yes, even 23 in a row. That yesterday obviously wasn't that. And it's not uncommon. I've talked to other people that have had long streaks. You think, oh, it's going to happen there. I'll end a long streak, pick right back up, win another 10, 15 in a row. That is often not what happens. The math, the numbers, they catch back up to you. We're trying to, again, not have any prolonged losing streaks here. Been doing pretty good with that so far this season, so we're going to try to just, like I say, we pick back up. That's really what baseball is about. Everybody has a bad day. You got to go out, dust yourself off, pick the bat up, or the baseball if you're pitching. Both those things for Shohei Ohtani, who is just alien level excellence. It makes just, I still haven't seen him play in person yet. That's obviously on my bucket list. It probably should be on any baseball fan's bucket list because what he is doing right now, we have not really seen before. Even Babe Ruth, who was the only person that I guess we considered to be close to this, wasn't this good at both pitching and hitting at the same time. It's unreal for a guy to go out there and be at times the best pitcher on the mound and also the best hitter swinging the bat. Video game numbers from Shohei, I probably should have used him more than I have this year, but all that's, the water under the bridge, as we say. So yesterday, it was not great, but that's going to happen. Now, if you like all the baseball content, all the general fantasy sports, gambling, wagering content, talking about what's going on in our various industries here, go ahead, like, comment, drop that subscription, click the bell notification so you'll know, for example, if I give this pick out, then we find out later that the player isn't going to play, I'll come back in here, drop a new pick in the comments, and those have some of those that have hit for us this year also. It's just, baseball is that way. Sometimes somebody will sprain an ankle, or they just don't make the lineup, or they need a day off. And sometimes we all need a day off out there, and that happens too. But again, if you have the notification on, click subscribe, you'll know if I've dropped yet another pick, and we try to fix everything that way. All of that said, Max Scherzer is going to be on the mound today for the Toronto Blue Jays, or at this point, kind of what is left of Max Scherzer. He's back up from his rehab stint. He's not getting any younger. None of us are. 1-4 this season. ERA, I had to double check when I saw that. Like, no, really, it is an ERA of over 10. It is not great right now as he works through injuries and also, again, just works through. We're in the end game now in Max Scherzer. I can't tell you exactly when, but obviously he is closer to the end of his career than he is the beginning. That just is what it is. It happens to everybody. Father Time is undefeated. Going against the Nationals, and I bet you might even know where I'm going with this. We got to talk about James Wood. My man put it into the red seats in Washington yesterday. 30 home runs, hits in 4 out of his last 5 games. He is absolutely crushing the baseball right now. This doesn't feel like a good spot for Max Scherzer to get right. I'm sorry. I know it. I'd love a narrative. It's a homecoming for him. I believe this is the first time he's pitched in Washington since leaving Washington several years ago. Man, it's just as a fan, you wish you could have, the Scherzer of a few years ago, still on the Nationals, still pitching well, combined with the offense they have going right now. How great would that team be? Wood already is, the MVP level candidate. Again, 30 home runs. You can't fault him for anything going wrong, but they just has no pitching really in Washington right now. That's not a just Washington problem. Pitchers do not grow on trees. Every time we expand the league, we dilute the pitching pool a little bit more, and I don't know if we've ever completely recovered from that, but they're going to, they want baseball everywhere they can get baseball. I understand. So Washington is, but yeah. We are going to go ahead and we're going to take James Wood today. A lot of people also take James Wood to get a home run today. I am not mad at that bet. It is not a bad bet for what we do around here. We're just looking to see who is going to get a hit, and I think James Wood is going to be great for that day. Look, again, nothing against Max Scherzer. Both of these things can happen. He come home, have an incredible game, pitch way better than what we expect, but he can still give up a couple of hits, and one of them to James Wood. With all that said, I'll see you in the next video where you're hopefully cashing out yet another hit on James Wood and getting another winning streak started.